So Vegeta finally arrives on planet Yardrat and meets the Yardies, as I like to call them. And as we expect, they're as friendly as Goku made them out to be. And now, before I start reviewing the rest of the chapter, I just want to address something to the new subscribers who just subbed to my channel. Is that yes, I'm actually behind the manga. The reason why I'm doing chapter 52 right now is because I'm slowly taking my time, without any spoilers, reviewing the Dragon Ball Super. So you watching my reviews right now is merely you watching my reaction. So yes, these are all stuff that you probably already read a year ago or a couple months ago. But for me, this is all fresh and new, so you get to see and experience with me the Dragon Ball Super manga. So if you really like this kind of videos, then please let me know in the comment section down below. If you want me to do other type of content, then you can also suggest for me for the second channel. But for now, I'm gonna review the Dragon Ball Super manga. So everything about Yardrat is exactly what you expect, but also what you don't expect. Let me explain. So the funny thing about Toyotaro, you see some of the Toyotaro humor here. It's nothing really groundbreaking. It's not like this is something you don't find in other sorts of media. Like the comedy is sort of derivative and sort of like I won't say it's the ripped off, but it's also like something you'd find in other sorts of media. It's like it's like, oh hey, you're Vegeta-sama, right? And then it's actually he mistakes him and he goes to the other blind dude and thinks he's Vegeta. So it's kind of funny that it was sort of a gag throughout the episode. I thought it was really funny, and it works really well because Vegeta is someone who does not care for disrespect. If this was Vegeta in the Saiyan arc, he would slaughter the whole bunch. Like, he would not stand for that. So I thought that was pretty funny and humorous. But also the thing what I said about what you don't expect. So you already expected that the Yardrats have interesting techniques. However, what they say is that they do something that is called spirit control, which what we call ki control. Which again, if you actually think about it, it does not make sense, because you think that Goku and Vegeta you think that they mastered ki control already by early Dragon Ball, let alone Dragon Ball Z, let alone when they mastered their Super Saiyan forms, and now they have God ki control. So I guess it's just another derivative from all of those. But it would be nice if if Toyotaro or Toriyama sat down and they made an actual explanation to it. But hey, some people are gonna say it's Dragon Ball, so who cares? So whatever. This is not a criticism, but the thing what I found really interesting is that they said that instant transmission is something that was sort of like a manifestation of what Goku has done by controlling his ki. So it's interesting that any character that goes to Yardrat would not necessarily learn instant transmission. This is my own interpretation, by the way. They would learn what their ki is more suitable to learn. So Vegeta would learn, if he trains under the Yardies, he wouldn't learn instant transmission, but he would learn another technique. Sort of like if you watch JoJo Bizarre Adventure, everybody has his own stand, the stand representing your own manifestation of your life energy. I forgot what it's called. The word escaped me. They have a word different than ki. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna tell me. I think it's Haman. I'm not sure. Anyways, but yeah, so it'll be interesting if Vegeta develops his own technique that is only unique for him, like Goku has a technique that is unique for him. Because like I said in I made a video before about the differences of Gogeta and Vegito, and I highlighted a huge point that these characters are way too similar, and what made them really interesting and likable is that they're very different. So I wouldn't like Vegeta and Goku to have the same things. It's not because I'm a Goku fanboy, I don't like Vegeta to have what Goku has, because they're already too similar. So it's nice to have give Vegeta something that Goku doesn't have, and vice versa. So after that, we're informed that Goku's going to train with Miras on another planet, and that's as much and as far as we're gonna get with Goku in this chapter, from what I read. So all the chapter is gonna focus on, or the majority of this chapter, which I think is the highlight of the chapter, it's not even Vegeta, but Piccolo this time, which makes me really excited because, like I said, Toyotaro, he comes off as a Dragon Ball fanboy, and sometimes that works in his favor, and sometimes that works against him. I already explained how it worked against him in the previous chapters because being a Dragon Ball fanboy has its deficiencies. It blinds you, it makes you focus on fan service. Sometimes you sacrifice logic for just simply how you just like some certain feelings you have and some sort of bias. But again, this is none of it right now. I think what he did to Totaro in this chapter is not bad at all. The fact that he focuses on Piccolo is reminiscing to the times where we see Piccolo taking on enemies in movies. I won't say this is a clear reference or a direct reference to Piccolo in the movies, but this really reminds me of Piccolo fighting the Cooler Squadron, like the way he fights and the way like the guys like typically in the movies, you know, whenever they attack Piccolo, they mistake him by attacking his cloak instead. So again, a lot of these little things like Piccolo using extending his arms, all of this stuff, it comes from someone who's not Toriyama. Which sometimes, like I said, it can be a good thing, and in this case, it is certainly a good thing. So it's nice seeing Piccolo kicking ass, and I cannot wait for this moment to be animated. I cannot wait to see Piccolo, even though these guys aren't that strong, or they're pretty much pushovers, but still seeing Piccolo taking them on and just easily plays with them, and like how badass he is. That was really interesting. One thing I'd like to point out as well, like Piccolo also seems very fast in the manga. Yes, Totaro doesn't really show you the time frame exactly, but he seems to catch up to a spaceship fairly fast. So again, I'm not very concerned about the fact that, oh, Dragon Ball characters, are they light speed, because I certainly think they are light speed, but also this scene doesn't contradict what a lot of fans say about the speed feats in the show. So it doesn't feel like Totaro was trying to make the characters really slow, like sometimes what the anime does. So I really appreciate that, and this is actually the highlight of this chapter so far. Though, unfortunately for Piccolo and all the Piccolo fanboys such as myself, in fact I'm a fanboy for all the characters to be fair, but in fact if you're a Piccolo fan, then you would grieve a little on Piccolo's little mistake here, because he's supposed to be one of the smarter characters in the show, but he mistakenly lets the guys leave. And when they do, they inform Moro that there are some strong characters on Earth. So that makes Moro, instead of him going checking out himself, he's gonna send a stronger squadron to Earth. So that will give us a chance to see other characters to shine. Perhaps Gohan, perhaps Krillin, Android 18. Maybe we get to find or see Majin Buu again soon. Who knows? But it's really interesting to see that we'll see another wave of enemies going to Earth, which that will give time. This is classic Dragon Ball Z, which I think this is one of the things that will make the arc successful, is when you don't focus a lot on the main cast of just making it Goku and Vegeta. There are other characters. So you let Goku and Vegeta train off screen, and you let the characters go on Earth, the villains, and they fight against the rest of the main cast on Earth. This is sort of a lot like what Toriyama used to do, and even the guys, you know, the guys who do Dragon Ball AF, Dragon Ball X, or whatever, like these not Dragon Ball spin-offs, but fanfiction Dragon Balls. A lot of them, they do the same thing. They let Goku train somewhere else. Goku attains Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan, where the fuck it is, and he comes later on, and I won't say defeat the enemy, but he comes during the climax. So we're sort of doing the same thing here, which I really applaud, and I think that's a good thing to do, even though it's repetitive. However, it is the right thing to do. If you're gonna stick with Goku and Vegeta and not focus on the next generation of characters, like how Pokemon does it, or Digimon, or other like shows, then you need to find a way to isolate some of the overpowered characters, like the god characters from the show. Like Dragon Ball Super used to do this all the time with Beerus. It's been doing this constantly with Beerus. Every single arc, Dragon Ball Super and Toriyama, they keep giving excuses to why Beerus and Whis aren't interfering. So here it works similarly. You're giving excuse to why Vegeta and Goku are not interfering, and with that you're giving the rest of the characters time to shine. So that's a good thing. But now we move to the final part of the manga, chapter 52, which, to be honest, was really surprising. I didn't expect it to be this good. This whole chapter, in fact, is pretty solid. Like, I don't have much criticism with it. I think it's pretty good. And Beerus tells Goku a lot of his how to attain the self-mastery movement, and how Goku to attain that is basically the opposite of Super Saiyan, which is rage. So you need to calm your mind, calm your feelings, not be distracted, learning how to manage your emotions and not get angry during a fight, which is the exact opposite to what they used to do in Dragon Ball Z, which the whole thing was get angry. Again, this is a nice change for me. I think this is a good way to show that everybody how to mature. Because a lot of what grabs people towards Dragon Ball is these intense emotion, which again is very, very good and very, very nice. I think a lot of kids are drawn to that. Oh, anger makes you stronger. The Hulk kind of treatment, scream louder, you get more powerful. But what if instead of that, being more calm, being more collective, letting your body react on itself, that's how you go about it. And I think that's a good way for people who are matured and revisiting Dragon Ball, and even kids. So I really like that. I'm not saying that you should get rid of the whole anger part, but it's to have both things to balance it out, so it's not all about anger. Again, this is me going on a tangent right now. It doesn't have to do a lot with the plot. This is just me just speaking out of my ass right now. But anyways, this chapter was really solid, and I really liked the part where Miras takes Goku to the hyperbolic time chamber, or his own version, and he reveals that he's gonna go all out, which means that he's hiding his true power because he doesn't want to get caught by Whis, apparently, which is kind of strange. You'd think that Whis would know everything, but again, Whis didn't even know Broly existed, even though, to be fair, Whis, the conception of Broly in Dragon Ball Super was long after Whis, or the arc where they go for the Tournament of Power. But this also solidifies the fact that Whis apparently doesn't know literally everything. He knows a lot of things, but not everything. So that's pretty cool. Again, like I said, this is a very, very solid manga chapter. I'm really excited to read the next. In fact, I'm going to read the next. I'm going to drop the next chapter tomorrow. So you guys tell me what you think about my review. What do you think about this chapter? And tell me if you want me to make more, and just leave your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace, guys.